Welcome everybody to the week 12 update. I am thankful for this past week of the Thanksgiving holiday, and I'm also thankful for having a very special time this week as Edgar unfortunately can't make it, although he was our top scorer of the week. However, we have your boy T-Poo, aka T-Money, aka Titus, and Gilbert, aka Check My Balls. Welcome, fellas. Thank y'all for y'all time, and here's to y'all for still being in it, even though y'all still ain't.
Can't make it. We gotta fake it till we make it.
Happy to be here.
Gilbert, anything to say to the league?
I'm gonna fake it till I make it, baby. That's it. And Edgar's a piece of shit.
Man, and I do appreciate y'all being here. So no further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This week we're gonna call it I still don't get the waiver wire, bro, because I know there were some questions about the acquisitions of free agency that run on Sunday. Any players dropped during the week after Wednesday will have an initial waiver claim go through on Sunday. If that doesn't go through, then they are a free agent on that day until the week starts over and they are back on waivers, which you will have your claim for on Wednesday. Okay, so stay vigilant on that waiver wire, especially on Sundays, because crazy shit goes down. Y'all know how this goes, right? We're gonna bust the cap when we talk about the closest matchup of the week, roll into the No Mames manager of the week. Brace yourselves, it's not either of y'all, so good job.
There we go.
We're gonna end.
That's a win.
There you go. We're going to end with the league leaders, of course. Now, spoilers alert, the league leaders are the same, just the form differences have changed. All right. So, y'all ready to bust a cap?
Ready, send it.
Looks like Gilbert's got to go be a dad, but we're going to go ahead and tackle this. Titus, Dirty Mike Chubbs taking down Finding Debo by a score of 157.78 to 156.82. Both teams moving to 7-5. Now, I will be real, Titus. I do feel like Dirty Mike Chubbs manufactured his own fortune when he sent out that group message saying, "Oh, good job, Debo. You got me this week." I'm like, that shit don't ever work. Turns out it works.
Worked for the one time. Some notable things are like, they both had players go off, players that didn't do well. And then Dirty Mike Chubbs finally had Justin Jefferson come back this week, came through for him. And then Finding Debo had Zay Jones go off too.
Oh man, the stream of the week and Zay Jones. I think that was referred to as well in the group chat. Finding Debo talking about how he was lucky on the waiver wire, and it looked to be that way until, unfortunately, Green Bay's defense could not stop or the Eagles' defense could not make stops when they needed to. And shout out to my man Jordan Love too, one time. If y'all think about the quarterback,
Baco product.
Yeah, right. One time. We get Ryan Matthews back on the field. I think we might have lost Gilbert for the moment. Gilbert, anything to say about this one? All right. Anything else to say about this one, Titus?
Just good luck to them in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to be close now that both teams are 7-5 and most of us are battling for playoff spots. Now on to my favorite matchup of the week. No Amon Regrets, aka your boy Milo, aka Commish, taking down Connor McCager, who's unfortunately on a 4-game skid by a score of 157.76 to 149.92. I finally get back to 500, and Connor McCager now 2 games under 500. Although still in the playoff talks, they will have to get wins on back-to-back weeks. And I am thankful to get a win this week again because of my man Jalen Hurts, the running back who plays quarterback, but the person who plays quarterback better than Lamar Jackson. It was very, very nice to see him going off this week. What you knows about this one, Gilbert?
Man, defense. Sometimes you got to take them early. It played out on this aspect, but Jalen Hurts, man. Who would have thought? I thought it was going to be a bust. Man. I for sure thought it was going to be a bust. I ain't even going to lie.
I'm curious as to how you thought that. I mean, with the receivers he had and his rushing upside, I feel like this is tapping into what could be the potential.
We all go by potential, but I thought the Eagles, shitty, never saw it coming, but they made the trades. They gave him the weapons. Hats off.
All right.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, you know? Who knows?
All right. Well, I am lucky that I had that number 8 pick and was able to pick up Jalen Hurts in the second round. Remember, this 2 QB league is very interesting, and everybody, not a lot of us have experience in it. So I went for a rushing quarterback as soon as I could, and I feel like the second round was a great spot. Remember, I wanted Trey Lance. I really wanted Trey Lance.
I was on that boat. That's why I did it. Look, I had 2 running quarterbacks. They both got hurt first game.
Titus, what you notice about this one, man?
Amon-Ra, he went off finally.
Finally, man. Finally getting the tutty.
He's consistent, man. I picked him up, and he's my wide receiver in all my leagues, pretty much.
I am very happy that he finally got back into the end zone for the first time since week 2, man. So it was definitely a good time. And it was tough for on the other side for Johnny, because if he wasn't watching the World Cup, he could have started Trevor Lawrence in place of Russell Wilson. But I am definitely thankful he tried to cook up with Russ, because I definitely saw that coming with Carolina's defense. Y'all, anything else to say about this one?
Nope.
All right, Johnny said, hang in there, man. You're not out yet. I still count on you to make it to the dance. And speaking of dancing, Derek Carr dancing his way on the revenge tour. Man, I like to refer to this one as the Justin Fields Karma revenge tour, aka Titus taking down Check My Balls, aka Gilbert, by a score of 137.84 to 121.34. Both teams now 3-9. What did y'all notice about this one? Let's go with winner first. Titus first. What was up with this one, sir?
I got lucky. Let me just say that, maybe I didn't want to trade Justin Fields, but I guess it paid off in the long run since he got hurt.
Gilbert, what you notice about this one, man?
Man, I didn't think Derek Carr was gonna go off. Tell you the truth, he's been shitting the bed. Running back did good. This is the one trade that I didn't want to happen. I could have had Ayuk, Prescott, and fucking Brady, and I would have pulled off the win. But the fucking veto people, all of a sudden, they don't want to veto our shit. I vetoed my own trade.
They say, "Oh, it's fine, it works."
Wait a minute now, you vetoed your own trade.
Fucking Justin Fields comes in. I think I just draft and pick up quarterbacks that get hurt. That's all it is.
Maybe it's once Gilbert touches that quarterback is down.
Yeah, it happened to Dak. It happened to Trey Lance. Justin Fields is just like, fuck.
God,
that's how my season's been going.
Well, Gilbert, my heart breaks for you, sir. Nothing can prevent injuries, and nothing you can forecast for injuries. My heart does break, but I do appreciate you hanging in there. Both of y'all still making moves. Both of y'all still trying to play spoiler, which I respect. And I definitely am not sleeping on you next week, Titus. Don't get me wrong, dude.
Coming for that. I'm coming. I
need my own revenge tour, sir.
Yeah, watch my team win. You don't even matter.
It does, because now we have these two teams right here, Alvin and the Chipmunks and Team Tito Too Late. Alvin and the Chipmunks getting a W this week. Now your boy Edgar here, Gilbert, 168.76, our highest scorer of the week. Shout out Edgar. Taking down Leo who scored 133.66. Both teams now 7-5, and both teams right in the thick of it. I know my man Edgar is thankful for Justin Herbert returning to his 11 herbs and spices self. What you noticed about this one, sir? Gilbert.
Them RBs, man. RBs. Gotta start them. Even if you gotta take a loss. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta trade up. That's all you gotta do.
Man, I think Edgar picked up Ramondre Stevenson off of waivers, and his RB1, Alvin Kamara, is a little bit shaky at this point, man. I don't know if he's trustworthy going towards the season. And speaking of running backs, man, on the other side, although Leo didn't start 2 quarterbacks, his one quarterback scored enough points, or running backs, his one running back scored enough points for 2. Josh Jacobs, man. Titus, I know you were happy to see that Josh Jacobs run at the end of the game. What'd you feel about that?
Finally. It was a good game, I didn't get to really watch it, but I saw the highlights. It just went crazy. I hope they offer him a good contract.
He was working, that's right. It was an insane run. As soon as he broke that through the initial layer, he was gone.
Oh, nothing but end zone in his eyes.
But nothing's gone yet for these two competitors. Both teams 7-5, both teams in the thick of it. I am looking for my own revenge now against Edgar, although I did beat him in, I think, week before. He might be seeking revenge against me as I go head-to-head against him this week. How is Ramondre doing right now, fellas? Actually, don't tell me. This is going to be before the end of the game, so I don't want to know. Shout out to both teams. In the thick of it, we're going to go ahead and roll forward with the beatdown of the week. And somebody, Bolts Creek, finding himself at the beatdown of the week for the first time this season, I believe. In Allen I Trust, taking him down 165.84 to 117.12, a difference of 57.68 points. In Allen I Trust going to 7-5, while Bolts Creek still sitting comfortably at 8-4. Although, fellas, nothing's guaranteed at this point. Nothing is guaranteed. No playoff seats have been claimed.
Only 2 seats have been claimed.
Only 2 seats have been sure given up.
You're right here. You're right here.
Right. Long as I don't end up in last, I'm good.
The toilet bowl, y'all have secured your seats for the toilet bowl. That is for sure. So shout out to y'all and shout out to Josh Allen, who carried in Allen I Trust once again, returning to form by going off for 253 passing yards, 2 tutties, as well as 78 yards on the ground and a rushing tutty. Yeah, those rushing quarterbacks, man, those rushing quarterbacks. Now, on the flip side, there might be some quarterback questions for Bolts Creek, because Aaron Rodgers, I think they shut him down for the rest of the year. What do you think, Titus?
They shut him down, or are they going to?
I think the Packers are going to shut him down.
I mean, he returned to practice today, actually.
Did he practice today?
Yeah, said he would practice today.
Oh, man, I'm trying to give my man Jordan Love some respect. Shout out to the Baco
boys.
boys.
I'm about to pick him up on the waiver.
Yeah, no, real talk. If you're considering streaming a quarterback, I could think of worse options than Jordan Love at this point.
No,
Jordan Love.
I second that one. Yeah,
Jordan Love is him.
So I was gonna put in for him, but they said that fucking Aaron Rodgers was gonna start. So like, fuck it.
Better be careful, man. I know my man BJ, that's Bolts Creek. I know he's going to be fishing that waiver wire for a quarterback. And speaking of hurt quarterbacks, I think he also drafted Matt Stafford in the beginning of the season and now has Aaron Rodgers. So also hurt quarterbacks. This is the same manager that, although let go of Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Nothing is guaranteed yet, fellas. I appreciate the league, how it's going. None of y'all are really had a no mom as a move of the week, although one argument could be made for Johnny not starting Trevor Lawrence. However, there's still 2 teams out here who haven't paid their dues, and the rings, remember, fellas, the rings and the trophies come from the league dues, so please get them in as we're getting very, very close to the playoffs, and I would like to get that settled before we have to pay out. What's up, my man? We got a special guest, Dominic, in here. So what's up?
What up, Dom?
What up, Dom?
Yeah. And Mr. Gilbert.
Gilbert?
Yeah. And the dirty clothes, please. All right, y'all.
Hey, so gotta handle them. Gotta handle them. House full of kids. I get it.
I don't have a house full of kids, although I do have this man running amok at times. So the league leaders, Johnny, Joaquin, in Allen I Trust, and Edgar Alvin and the Chipmunks, still the top 3 scorers. One, although that lead has shrank significantly. Gilbert, what do you got to say about some of these league leaders, sir?
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, huh, Edgar?
You know he's gonna be watching.
I know. He knows I'd be talking shit too.
Titus, anything to say, sir, before we part?
I just think they got lucky, you know. But I'll be back.
Hey, I'll be back too. I'm gonna be back with the vengeance next year.
Oh,
sure, I'm coming for heads.
I appreciate the attitude, fellas. The league is not, or the season is not over yet, so I do appreciate you guys still competing, and have a good luck this week. I appreciate y'all time. Anything to say to the league before we part, y'all?
I'm coming for your ass, Edgar.
I'm here to ruin some records, hopefully.
Y'all can play spoilers still. Now I hope y'all don't spoil mine, or at least Titus, I hope you don't spoil my trip, but it is still
coming
possible.
No matter what.
Remember, y'all set y'all lineup. Have some good luck this weekend and take care.
Yeah, good one.
All right, y'all.